getting their guys on the front foot for this match.
Here we go. We're going to go down to the field now for the action. Belmont Shore, ball in hand, was get us started in this pool play here on day one of the National Championships. And that one straight out in the full, not the start that Belmont Shore were after. And that'll come back to halfway for a short arm penalty. I'm trying to find, Hume doesn't appear to be on the field right now. I don't know if he's on the bench or he's hurt. Can you give us a scoop on that one, Colin?
From what I saw, it seemed like he was doing fine. I don't know if something happened in between the match, but it's definitely, I would say, going to hurt him. But looks like they're breaking open the game pretty early on without him.
Yeah, not hurting too much. 30 seconds in, and we've already dotted down in the corner. Beautiful stuff there from Old Blue. And we'll get an update on Mr. Hume and see what's going on with him. But for now, not really missing him too much as they get the first points on the board.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, coming out firing, I think, is something that's been a theme for the teams who've really done well today. It's later in the day, and the warm-up really dictates how you're going to come on the field, how you're going to perform from the beginning whistle. You don't have 40 minutes and a half to go ahead and find your feet and find your momentum. You have to come out, and the team that comes out on fire, firing on all 7 cylinders, if you want to say that, is going to end up scoring first. They're going to have the momentum first, and it's hard to battle back, especially when you get scored on early on like that.
Yeah, that was the other OTC player, Osberger, there, who got the first try. And you said he's another player to watch, a very good player in his own right as well. They're going to go back to the same direction. Comes down to Justin Boyd. He'll move the ball back into the middle now through Parinelli. And they come across looking for some numbers. There's the beast out on the sideline. They decide to throw the dummy to the big man. He goes in. And look at that. Players just back out of the breakdown, wanting nothing to do with him.
They're going to move that mountain.
I'm sure they were non-committal to it anyway, but he's just a huge human being. Justin Boyd now, former Sevens player. He takes the ball in. Good to see Justin Boyd back in the game, doing his thing, and Belmont looking to attack from outside their own end.
Hands.
Beautiful hands there on the pickup, and now he's got a bit of space. Can he get free? He's going to back himself on the outside. Allsberger comes across wider. Beautiful cover tackle. Alex Schwartz backed himself, went down the sideline, and Augsburger, well, that's how you do it. That's why you're part of the Olympic Training Center setup, my friend, because that was a fantastic tackle.
That was an absolute chop tackle. You know, a smaller guy going against a bigger runner. You just got to get underneath him and chop that tree down, baby.
Oh, the lumberjack. Allsberger does beautifully. Brings down Schwartz. Here we go now. Old Blue on the attack again. Turning in, turning out, and they're going to come back the same way. There's the man. Allsberger, he comes across looking for runners. Double miss pass. That's the wing. Great pull out. That's some experience. And now he goes back the same way. Sees an opportunity there.
That's
Lipscomb. Yeah. He's a good little player, Lipscomb. Now he comes across. Allsberger. Beautiful step. Straightens up. Needs some support though. Maybe not.
Stuff.
Great tackle one-on-one though. Comes across. That was Iasia, one of the young brothers there who play for Belmont Shore. Coming back. Nice ball. Nice hard running line from Free Pastor. Still though, it's Old Blue on the attack. Steps back inside, that's Finley. He's looked dangerous, Finley, when he's had ball in hand. Now they got the ball. Bird, he'll look for some runners. Allsberger ducks under a high tackle. Can he slip through to the next one? No, dragged down right in the middle of the field, about 25 meters out from the line. There's Finley again. There's some value back in the middle and he heads that way. Switches the ball back. Draw and pass. Now there's a little bit of a hole. He's held onto the tackle a little bit too long there, the Belmont player. Now they're playing a man down in the line. May have hurt himself. Look at the beast, just dominating there. In comes Parinelli to help with the tackle, but still Allsberger has it, moves it out to the right for Old Blue. Finley, beautiful little offload. Allsberger, can he get the ball away? No, he's well contained. Justin Boyd, good job. Now he's straight on top of the ball looking for the steal. It doesn't come. Long flat pass will get it done. No, he pulls it back in.
Oh.
Lipscomb, it goes behind him and drifts over the sideline. Lipscomb looking a little tired after that big run, sucking in a few big ones.
I was just going to say how impressed I was with Old Blue maintaining possession, going back side to side and keeping the ball and not making those errant passes. They just had the opportunity to keep the ball and keep on going, just refusing to hit the corners and really set the ruck on the outside of the 15s. And once you set it there, you get better gaps on the outside of the return ball.
Oh, I see it now with the ball. He brings it down. Parinelli. They move it across nicely. That's Jack Tracy out to Justin Boyd. He's going to back himself one-on-one. Boyd. You'd have to think probably 5 years ago Justin Boyd would be under the sticks, but age gets the better of all of us.
Yeah, Boydie, just a great winger for the USA 7s and 15s team in his prime. Looking to get around the corner there and almost had it, nearly. Still got it, wearing the white boots out there.
Yeah, looking very sharp, Justin Boyd. There we go, referee getting the forward pass there. It's almost like he got the call from the crowd. We heard the groans out in front of us. That ball drifted forward, and now it'll be a scrum for Belmont, about 40 out from their own line. And don't forget the actions all on social media, on Twitter, on Facebook. Ask Mags. He's going to be here soon, right after this match. Alex Magleby, the USA Director for Sevens Rugby, he's going to be right here. We're going to hit him with all the questions that you have for him. Try to keep it as PG as possible if you can. And we'll ask Mags anything about Sevens Rugby in the US at the moment.
Oh, look at that, straight up the guts. Great offload from the ground. That's number 11, Andrew Kazak, looking to go for the corner. He's going to score into the post. Well done.
Well, that comes a little bit against the run of play. Belmont was starting to look good there, but Kozak, he does well, breaks a few tackles and dots down, and that's going to hurt a minute out from half-time. Takes them to a 10-0 lead, and still no sign of the little thunderbolt, Luke Hume.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he's at, but I don't think they really need him right now. Old Blue looking absolutely deadly. I think they had one pretty bad errant pass, but other than that, they have definitely dominated possession. They've been at the breakdowns in support, and you know, it's hard to play defense for that long. Your team, you get tired, and it affects your attack if you're Belmont. You know, the longer you're sitting on defense and having to run back and forth and make tackles, the harder it is for you.
Oh, it certainly is. And Old Blue missed that conversion. Still 10 points to 0, 30 seconds to go. Belmont looking to pull something special out. It'd be great if they could get on the scoreboard right before the game. Full half-time, sorry. Justin Boyd does beautifully on the restart to regain possession. Great counter-ruck from Old Blue, though, sending numbers in there. Schwartz now moves it across. Nice little step from Oisa. He's through, sweep it a beat. Osberger playing soft on him. He's going to give him the outside. He takes it one-on-one. Another goose step. Oh, he comes again. Great tackle from the sweeper. Brings it down, and now Old Blue get the turnover. That's fantastic stuff from Osberger.
Yeah,
We've seen him
he's
twice
just a
now.
little firecracker. I mean, he's all like 5'3", but he packs an absolute punch. I'm really impressed with his play. He was on contact with the USA 7s team for a while down there at the OTC, and he just packs a wallop. He's the guy that you want on your team, who's going to be there, who's going to do the hard yards, do the hard graft, get in the engine room, and make the tackles on the bigger players. And he's also a heck of a playmaker as well. But you know, pretty impressed with Old Blue thus far.
Yeah, they've looked really good, Old Blue. Belmont, you know, we've seen them up here many times before do well in national championships. You kind of wonder how the late exclusion of Mike Teo has affected the team, even the psyche of it, losing a player of his capabilities. It's got to be tough to overcome, but they've just had all sorts of trouble getting out of their own half in this first stanza. Yeah,
you got Mike Teo. What he brings to the table, right, is that playmaking ability to suck in defenders, just the way like you see Nate Ospringer going out there and kind of manipulating the defense. Those are what those playmakers are out there for. They really move the players around, and missing that, it's a lot harder to get those breaks that you want to break open a game. But you know, it's 12-0. It's certainly not out of Belmont's hands. They've been here before. It's Sevens Rugby. Of course, they've been here before. So I'd be surprised if they don't come out on fire in the second half.
And that's the thing. You know, 12 points is really nothing. It's a minute of play in Sevens Rugby, so they just haven't shown much in attack to get out of their own end. Good little run at the end there by Isia, but apart from that, it's been pretty much one-way traffic for Old Blue. They do have some big boys sitting on the bench that you're probably going to see come into the rotation here in the second half, and they have it all in front of them here in the second half to do well.
We talked earlier about Belmont having to get their big guys involved early, and I don't think they've done that yet. They got some massive units. They need to go ahead and get the ball and make some hits, you know, get some collisions going. I think that will soften up the defense a little bit and open up those gaps, but I don't think they've been utilizing them at all so far.
100%, Colin. It's great having a guy like Eric Deschel playing on the wing. You've got to get him the ball, though. You've got to let him do some damage. There's no point just putting him out there.
Man.
I mean, it's an intimidating, scary-looking guy, but if he just stands on the wing all game, what's the point, you know? You could put a jersey on, you know, anyone and put them out there if they look like that. You go grab a bodybuilder out of 24-hour fitness and throw them out there. The point is you've got to use that size and use it to your advantage, and they haven't really done that thus far. Here we go. They're going to do well in the restart, though. They're going to get the ball. Let's see if they can attack. Goes to Justin Boyd. He's dragged down just on halfway, though. Beautiful little tackle there from Fitzjames Adams. Belmont still with the ball. Schwartz Moves it out. There's a big man to Shell, but he's well contained. Can't get free. Back to Schwartz. He's tackled right on halfway. Nice clean out from Deshelle. That's what we need from him. Now it comes out. Perinelli moves the ball wide. Nice long flat pass to Shapiro.
Oh, there we go.
That's better work from Belmont. Nice straightening up run there by Jack Tracy.
Jack Tracy was also at the HP camp with Mike Frey just a little bit ago. And his defense and physicality is what sets him apart from the fold.
Yeah, they're going to need some of that physicality and defense if they're going to get back into the game here. Iasia, he breaks a few tackles. He's a handful. He's been tough all game, Iasia. Always hard to bring down one-on-one. Gets it to about 10 meters out from the line. Belmont with the ball. Deshelle has looked down the blind side. Nothing coming. Moves it across to Schwartz. Now to Boyd. Boyd's got Tracy out wide. Throws a long cut pass, but the pass is going to beat everyone. Taps it back into Lipscomb, but he's driven over the sideline. Well timed there by Zach Shapiro as he just waits for the ball to go into Lipscomb's hands and then absolutely smashes him over the sideline.
Pretty fortuitous for Belmont there. Throwing a pass, maybe a little outside of Boyd's range there. Tracy tapping it back in and Derek choosing to grab it and just getting bottled up into touch. Pretty lucky. Belmont was looking pretty good coming there on attack, and you know, just an errant pass, it just ruins the momentum. It ruins the go forward. So you know, they're lucky to get this ball and keep it in within Old Blues territory. Let's hope they get on the front foot again here. They need to score quickly, and you know, a couple more before this match is over here. Here we got number 13, Peter Seo in for Mike Teo, throwing it in a little over the top, and there's a turnover. And Old Blue on the front foot again. Very dangerous play there coming in from number 4, Marcus Henderson. Getting the ball back inside. Been really impressed with Old Blue's offloading ability so far, keeping the ball alive. There you see him maintaining possession of the breakdown. Belmont countering as much as they can. And here we go. Nice fend off of the big man.
Yeah, that's a try. Saw a Kozak. We saw him at the end of the first half dotting down. Now Peter Seo, the veteran, he's on the field. Let's see if Belmont can put something on. Robert R. goes back down. Augsburger again. He just seems to always pop up in the right spot, Nate Augsburger.
He just hunts. He hunts the entire time on the field.
Beautiful stuff, end to end. Could be trouble here, Belmont. Oh, he could be in trouble. It's going to be a penalty. He played the player well and truly off the ball there. Referee indicating could have potentially have been a card. Not given. It's play on. Still so close to the line. They're going to dive over. Try time, Old Blue.
You felt Belmont came out this beginning of the second half. You felt like they had something going. They had a word. They got the ball into the big man's hands. They kept on going down. They got into Old Blue territory, and then it's that pass. It's that it just squashes the momentum. You're on the front foot. You need to come in with points when you're on a roll like that. Old Blue, just testament to their defense. You know, they've been maintaining the wall and getting the tackles down. I mean, taking guys down like Eric Dukel and getting them on the ground is no easy task, but they're doing it. There's one of the guys right there on your screen, big nasty Nate. Actually, you know, chopping the larger players down. It's the chop tackle that's really setting apart right here.
Yeah, he's a fantastic little defensive weapon at sweeper there. You know, normally it's kind of almost, you almost feel it's 50-50 sometimes when you break through that line and it's one-on-one with the sweeper. Generally not the biggest players playing back there, but Augsburger has just been absolutely outstanding. It's almost a guarantee that he's going to stop the play. Here today, he's put one player into touch and then brought down Iosa there when he looked threatening. As Old Blue gets his restarted here. Not a bad little kick as the big man Lipscomb, I believe he's from Boston, isn't he? He played a little bit of rugby up in Boston, now finds himself down in New York.
Yeah, Derek Lipscomb was also at the HB camp. You got a ton of great players who are on the USA Rugby's radar right now, battling it out here for the national championship. You got Belmont coming here on the front foot. Look at Jack Tracy, get a little step in the inside, and there's the running that you want to see some from your physical forwards. Keep on going, man. Nate, and again, look at Nate. Just the smaller but more aggressive player coming in and making a great tackle. Yep, we're getting a little chippy on the sideline here.
Here we go. You got to love it. Yeah, Matt Tracy trying to get the ball off Augsburger there. And then a little bit of high five there. Yeah, we're all good. It's all good. But again, we talked about the influence of Augsburger at that sweeper position. He's absolutely outstanding. Not only is he just happy to make the tackle, he wants more. He makes a tackle, then he starts driving the player towards the sideline, just fighting and scrapping. And that's the kind of quality you need players like that. You want a guy like that in your team who just wants to fight and scrap for every inch on the field.
Augsburger is one of those guys, absolutely. I think he's one of the players. And there's the big man. We know he needed to make his presence felt here. 2 minutes left to go. Let's see if they can get something going. But there's the beast finally getting his hands on the ball. And you feel like if he would have got more touches earlier on, this could be a different scoreline.
With a guy like that in your team, you've got to do one or two things. You've got to give him the ball, or you've got to use him as a decoy to get defenders in on him and create value elsewhere. They've really done neither. And I'm sure it's in their game plan to do that. And executing a game plan is totally different to writing up a game plan. And Belmont have just had some troubles with their execution here in this game against Old Blue as they get us restarted. Still, though, at 19 points to 5, it hasn't been an absolute blowout. They've been competitive. As you see the big man, the beast, get the ball again, can't handle it, goes forward, and Old Blue will go straight onto the attack.
Oh!
It's James Bird drifting across field. He looks like to be complaining there. He was hit a little bit late, but we're going to come back for the knock-on. Bird looking threatening as he drift across field. But Belmont sure will get a chance here in the closing moments of this game to pack a scrum and see if they can put some more points on the board.
Yeah, great stuff there from both sides here. You just think Belmont needed to utilize their weapons a little bit more effectively. You've seen it come a little bit time and time again here for Belmont. Some definite dangerous runs, but Nate Augsburger just putting in the hits and, making those stops when he needs to at sweeper. If he wasn't back there and he misses 2 of those tackles, those are 2 tries for Belmont that could have been.
Here we go, Augsburger away. And look at the high steps.
Go on, man.
Like a galloping gazelle on the Serengeti, he just strides away and dots it down for a try. He reminded me of a little bit of a mini Threaten Palamu there. When Threaten gets those big, long strides going, he looks like an Olympic sprinter with the long flowing hair. Augsburger, the mini version with no hair, but still looking as impressive as he streaks away and dots it down as time expires. 24 points to 5. Old Blue now will wrap this one up. And they'll probably look to move on to the money rounds with a bit of momentum. What are your thoughts on that one, Hawley?
I just think I'm really impressed with Old Blue. Not just Nate making some plays at sweeper, scoring there. I think it's getting his just deserves, getting a try to his name, but the entire squad just looks extremely deadly, and especially their defense. Belmont, power to them. They're a great squad, but I think Old Blue executed their game plan a little bit better than Belmont on this occasion.
Yeah, big victory there for Old Blue, 24 points to 5. We're going to take a little break and step away. When we come back, it's the most anticipated interview in USA Rugby history. I sit down with Alex Magleby and talk to him about everything Sevens. Don't go away. We'll be right back in a moment.